Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you the productivity tricks on the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. Okay, so let's begin. So, in my opinion, this phone has really cool assets how to improve the productivity, but let's first go into the settings and let's enable some options first. So, let's scroll down into the additional settings, gesture shortcuts, and in here we have a bunch of the shortcuts that can increase the speed instead of switching between the apps. You just make a gesture and now the action does so. We have the launch digital assistant, take a screenshot, partial screenshot, launch camera, turn on torch, and also the back tap. So the digital assistant is in here. You can enable it. So now when I will basically hold the power button, the AI assistant will show up. That's it. You can type anything you want to him, but also use the voice comments. I will show you that later also. Also, the screenshot, we are used to the combination how to take the screenshot, but in my opinion, the more cooler and the convenient option is the three fingers slide. So when I slide my finger, the screenshot gets taken, automatically really fast. I don't need to place my finger in here. I just, simply drag my fingers, the screenshot gets taken really fast. So that's cool in my opinion. Back into the gesture shortcuts. And now also the partial screenshot. It can also boost your productivity. For example, let's say I want to only take a screenshot of the bottom part of the screen. So I simply hold my three fingers. Now we have this menu. We can also select a shape. We have a rectangle. No, the second option is like drawing, and the third one is the circle. So I'll now show you how to take a partial screenshot. I simply will drag my finger across the screen and I will select the area. Now I release, and now when I will click save, only this part of screen should be saved. And that's true. As you can see, I selected the area, clicked on save. I didn't take the whole screenshot, only the part of it. So that's what we wanted. So that's also a pretty nice feature. We can go back again into the settings, additional gesture, also launch camera. You can enable it right in here. So now when I'll double tap on the power button, the camera should launch. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'll double tap and the camera launched. As you can see, it's also really good if you want to save some time. For example, you are in the settings, you don't need to scroll down, or for example you are in Google and you want to quickly take photo of something. You don't need to go back and switch between the apps normally like that. You just simply double tap the power button and you're now quickly in the camera. So that is also a pretty nice feature. Let's go back again into the gesture shortcuts. Also, you can select to turn on torch. It will also be on the power button, but when you enable it, it says double press the power button is used for launch camera. You can replace it with turn on torch. So basically you need to pick between one of those options. You can have both at the same time. So you need to choose which is more useful to you. So now I'll double tap, and as you can see, the flashlight is on. When I'll double tap, it's off. It is also a pretty nice feature. It also saves time. You don't need to, get into this bar, look for the searchlight. Technically, it doesn't also take much time, but for example, you're in the woods, you want to quickly, it's dark, you want to quickly enable your flashlight, you just double tap and you have the source of light. Okay, so back into the settings again. No, now not into the settings. Let's go into the notes and let's use some AI. Okay, so let's create a new note, and this icon provides the AI. So I'll show you some options of it. So now let's click on it, and here you can enter your prompts. You have also some tips already. Prompts such as create a tip checklist, write a speech for an annual meeting, or create a fitness plan. So basically when I will click, for example, the fitness plan, it will start generating the whole fitness plan. As you can see, it's just now is proceeding and it's creating for us the fitness plan. I don't need to, type anything on my own, just the AI does it for us. And when you want to stop, just simply click on stop. You can click on done on rewrite. It also saves a lot of time, so in my opinion it is a really cool asset, but you don't need to only use those three. You can enter basically anything you want. So let's say I want to have a recipe for a pizza. Let it be an example on my phone in the notes, but I don't want to, on my own type it. It takes a lot of time. So simply in here, let's type create a pizza recipe. I'm gonna put my phone on the table, click on that arrow, and we'll start generating. Oh, now as you can see, now we have the homemade margarita pizza recipe. It is still going. As you can see now, almost 300 characters. And it also is really comfortable and convenient option. So when you want to stop, simply click on stop. If you want to save, click on done. But as you can see, it didn't finish yet because we stopped it earlier. But when you want the full recipe, just wait until it's finished, click on done, and you will have a good margarita pizza recipe. I don't know it's good, but it saves a lot of time. Okay, now let's do the digital assistant under the power button. So basically you can ask anything to the AI. Ask him what's the weather on the whole world, or you can ask him to type something in the browser. You don't need to do it on your own. You can use your voice commands, but also if you like, you can type on your keyboard. So now I'm gonna use the AI to show you an example, and we will ask the AI we won't ask what's the weather. Let's ask for him when was the first man on the moon, in which year. Let it be our question to the AI. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Who landed first on the moon?
Neil Armstrong was the first person to set foot on the moon. He was the commander of the Apollo 11 mission.
As you can see, we have our answer. So, for example, again, let's ask him another question. Let's ask him in which year it was. So, in which year it was?
The year that Neil Armstrong first set foot on the moon was 1969. Specifically, the Apollo 11 mission landed on the moon on July 20th.
Okay, we have our answer in here. We can stop the AI from, saying and telling us with his voiceover robot. Okay, so that is a really cool option. Now let's get into the partial screen. Yep, let's go with the partial screen. So let's say first let's go into the notes, and now let's enable the calculator. So let's think of that we want to note something and count at the same time, and we don't want to switch between those apps like that. It also I get up the notes by a misclick. Okay, we're back. So let's say we don't want to switch between the apps in in this window. So there's a solution to it. Simply get into this menu. Let's hold on the calculator, and in here we can click on this icon, click on notes for now, and now we are on the split screen. Now on the top we have the calculator, and on the bottom we have the notes. So now basically when I'll create a note, type anything I want, I don't need to switch between the apps using the recent apps. Basically I can use both of my hands and type and count at the same time. So it is really nice feature. I'm typing something, boom, I click on the calculator, now I count something. I can even copy this really quick. Click on copy, and I can paste it over here. Okay, and it also even save it. So that's really good for work, for example. And also the floating windows, we can get rid of this. So again, let's launch the calculator. Okay, let's go to the recent apps. Let's hold, and when you click on this icon, it will be in a floating window. You can also see information over here. Drag a floating window by its upper edge to move it around, or tap to view more options. We can adjust also the size of this window. We can get it smaller or make it bigger. And I will erase right now. It's still in here, and I can still do other stuff on the phone. I don't again need to switch between the apps. The calculator is right in here. I simply click on it, when I can simply now count something really fast, and now get back and into other options and do other stuff. Okay, so that's all in this video. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.